Good afternoon and welcome. It's 3:05 in the studios of Omashi TV. And for many of you, that means one thing. What is it? Traffic. Our cities are expanding every day. New estate in Kasua, new malls in East Legon, new business in Tema, but the roads serving them, most were built 20 years ago. Why? Because the people planning houses are not talking to the people planning roads, drains, and transport. Today, we ask, how do we build cities that move with people, not against them? Join me. Here, I have Benjamin Lochu and Ebenezer Gadnes who will join us pretty shortly. My name is Ni Odai Kofi. We will go into this. So stay glued to the station and don't go away. We'll be right back.
Children have a very high nutritional demand in relation to their size, and vitamins play an important role in maintaining healthy growth. That is why we at Base Pharmacy Company Limited have introduced Base Vite Kid Drops, a multivitamin drop with 7 essential vitamins including vitamin A, D, B1, B2, B6, and vitamin C to aid your child's healthy growth. Base Vite Kid multivitamin drops have been specially formulated to help meet your child's nutritional requirements, helping them to get back to playtime faster. With Base Vite Kid drops from Base Pharmacy Company Limited. For further inquiries of bulk purchase, call Base Pharmacy Company Limited on 0302 672 317 or 0247 287 853.
This advert is FDA approved.
Grade A Academy is all you need. With our neat, spacious, and serene learning environment, we make sure your child is as good as gold. We also engage in lots of extracurricular activities such as excursion, career day celebrations, games, and so much more. Our canteen also serves the best and nutritional meals with your kids well attended to. And we are ready to enroll your ward from nursery, kindergarten, primary to JHS 1. Admission is currently ongoing. Locate Grade Aim Academy on the Atamills I Street behind Enterprise Insurance or call us on 0542 426 803. Grade Aim Academy, we say passion and excellence. Are you looking for a media house for your upcoming events? Welcome to Omashi TV Production Crew, a digital station that offers live event coverage such as conferences, parties, corporate meetings, weddings, and live streaming on all social media platforms. Soft copies of events or production can be made available upon request. For further inquiries, call Omashi TV on 0536 772 262 or 0244 425 652. Omashi TV Production. Ajwa Twing Man can mean share.
So we are right back, and this is Fingerprints. As I said earlier on, the topic we are going to discuss is gridlock. When cities outgrow their roads, what happens? I have with me here Benjamin Luchu. So Ben, you are welcome.
Thank you, Ni. Thank you, Ni.
And how's it going?
By God's grace, we are managing. As far as we wake up to see a new day, we will thank God.
Exactly.
We will thank God for that.
Yeah. So you have 1 minute to.
You know, today happens to be another Tuesday. We are here to discuss national issues as usual. You know, this program is purposely created to talk about job creation through so many ways. And as usual, as you already know, I'm a fashion designer. So if you want the best version of you, look no further, you can contact Luchu Clothing on 0247 250 345. 0247 250 345. Then we'll sort you out. Thank you.
Okay. So what you wear is for the true clothing?
Yes. What I'm wearing is one of the things I produce. One of the outfits that I produce. So as I'm on the show, I need to wear myself so that I need to showcase myself.
Exactly. Domestication is important. Okay, so now let's dive into the topic that I just brush or talk about. So we have some few questions that will help us to get answer to this question, and if the authorities listen to us, watch this program, it is gonna be a benefit for them. So now let's start with this question. The question here is, what do we mean by cities growing faster than roads?
Yeah, thank you once again. You know what this term means is, you realize that development or infrastructure are being built first before roads are being considered, as if the infrastructures that are being built, they are not considering roads before the infrastructure, because any serious institution or environment or country builds roads before infrastructure, so that road networks will determine the kind of infrastructure that you need to build in that location that you find yourself. But here lies the case: we live in a country where infrastructures are being built or developments are being considered before roads networks are being constructed. An estate can be, or an agency or an agent can be given license to build an estate for, let's say, about 500 people. But you realize that the road network that leads to that estate is still a 2-lane road network. So if you do the calculation, 500, and the road network is 2-lane, you realize that every day there will be traffic on that road. Because imagine the people living in that estate, everyone has a car that drives to town every day. So you realize that every day there is traffic congestion in that location. Let's take the Kaswa Weja Malang Road for instance. You realize every day there is traffic on that road. Even Medina to Accra, the stretch from Oponglo coming to Tetekwashi roundabout, always there is traffic on that lane. Even from Spintex to Airport roundabout, always there is traffic on the Spintex main road. So
and from Teshi?
Yeah, from Teshi coming to Accra, the Bush Road. Every day there is traffic on that road. So you realize that every day people are buying cars, but our roads are not being expanded. As I stand to be corrected, though, I know that beside the roads, the spaces or the lands that were left there, I'm sure they were left for expansion of the road. But you realize that as time went by, those lands are being sold to private entities to build whatever development that they want to do on it. So it makes the road become smaller for we as a country. So every day there's traffic. So if you have something doing in town or at a particular place, that means you'll be 3 hours late or 2 hours late. So if you want to get there very early, then that means you have to set up very early so that you beat this traffic. So when it happens like that, the country loses money at the end of the day, because whatever you need to go do, get your money and come back, pay your tax, you realize that traffic stacks you or traffic delays you. So whatever you are supposed to go and do, you are not able to finish within that day. So you are limited. So I will encourage that before new cities are being expanded or developed in this country, you need to consider road networks first, so that the road networks would determine the number of buildings that are supposed to be placed at that particular location, or the number of people that are supposed to move to that location. Because when you look at the outskirts of Accra, people are living there, but you realize that people are not much.
Yeah.
So the settlement, the people are okay. You will not experience any traffic in such areas,
Yeah.
because those places have been well planned. But the main city, you realize that as time went by, people started overcrowding here, but we forgot to expand our road network. So it has made the city very overcrowded, and traffic congestion keeps going high in the country. So that's what we mean by that term. That
So
yeah,
the term is
the term.
gridlock.
Yeah, the gridlock. Yeah.
Okay, so now what you are saying is very, very true. And with these problems, can we see that it's because the MMDCs or the local governments are separate,
Yes.
lands are separate? That is why these things are happening.
Yes,
Because
yes.
maybe, for example, like this particular rain, Jato Street, maybe if you see the gutters, they are small.
Yeah, they are
The
very
time that they plan here, maybe they plan for 50 people,
Yes.
as example.
Yes.
But as you said, as time goes by, the number of people that are trooping in here are more than the 50 that they plan for. So it means that they don't think far, or they don't look for the future. That this place, though there are fewer people here, a time is coming when people will be more than that.
Yeah.
And that is what we see. Even here, when it rains, just 5 minutes, all this place will fly.
Flood, yeah. You know that's one problem that we are facing as a country, because the town council planning department, it's not linked with our MMDCEs.
Yeah.
You realize that they have different offices. They run parallel to each other. They are not connected. That's why we always face this problem as a nation.
Yeah.
Because the gutter that you use as an example, those days when the road was constructed, you realize that it was constructed for maybe 50 or 20 people. But as time went by, people started moving to such locations. So as a country that we should think far, we should have expanded the gutter.
Yeah.
We should have made it a bit bigger than what we are experiencing now. No, all these things are all part of the flooding that we are experiencing in this country. Gutters that were constructed 10, 20, 15 years ago cannot contain the water or the flood now, because most of them are very small. So when it gets choked, that means water cannot pass through again. So we need to do well as a nation going forward. When we are building road networks or constructing gutters, we need to consider all these things, because one problem I've realized about we blacks is we do not think far. We always think short term. But no, the reason why these developed countries will always move forward is they think 10, 15 years ahead.
Yes.
Because then they know that as time goes by, people will start moving into maybe a new location that have been developed. So they make sure their road networks and their gutters can contain whatever problem that will come, or whatever flood that will come. So I think going forward, we need to consider all these things as a nation, so that we will not be experiencing these floods and traffic and such things anymore.
Yeah, because this is for everyone living in Ghana, everyone in Accra, everyone is facing one way or the other. So now, those who are watching us and who are also listening to us, the question I ask for you is, has traffic ever made you late for something important? let's say work, school, hospital, or something, you can share with us. The numbers will be displayed on the screen soon, so you can call us and also share your experience with us. You can also text us through our WhatsApp, and we will read your message for you. So we are still on this important topic that talks about the traffic due to what we have planned. We have planned short term and not long term,
Yes.
and this is what is causing the problem. But at the same time too, there are areas that you see that in this place, as you said earlier on, the demarcation or the plan is there's a river here, so they live about 50 years or 100 years that nobody should temper, build or put anything there. But as people are trooping from all walks of life into Accra here, people try to find place to lay their head. And you see our people too, they want money, so they are selling the lands left and right for them. So even in river, shoulders of river, mouth of river, whatever, they are building there.
Yeah, you know, the one of the reasons why we are experiencing such things like this, because we failed as a nation to develop the other regions. That's why people are moving into the urban city,
Yes.
to look for greener pastures. If as a nation we were able to develop the other regions, like how Germany has been able to develop all their states, China too has been able to develop all their states, because let's say for instance in Germany, Berlin is their capital, but Frankfurt has made name than Berlin, because Berlin have got industries there. So one living in Berlin would not want to come. One living in Frankfurt would not want to come to Berlin for what? Maybe for sightseeing or just anything, because Frankfurt has been well developed.
Yeah.
So the person will want to live there. So if as a nation we are able to take this initiative into consideration, then you realize that the number of people trooping into the city for greener pastures will reduce, so that they will remain in their region and develop there. Because once you keep coming here, development starts at such places, because those who are supposed to be there to develop those regions are rather trooping into the city. So development starts at such places. So I will encourage our authorities that they should find ways and means to develop the other regions, so that it will prevent our young brothers and sisters from moving from the other regions into the city to look for greener pastures. And you know, when this continues, that's when the armed robbery and the prostitution keep going here, because as they keep coming to the city and they are not finding job, they find job for themselves. So they engage themselves in all manner of jobs. So you find a young girl as 17 years engaging herself in prostitution. You find a young boy at the age of 17 years engaging himself in armed robbery, because once they came into the city, they were not able to find job. So they have to eat, they have to find a place to sleep. So they engage themselves in all manner of things, which also become a national security threat. That's all.
Yeah. So if they think about this, like how elsewhere they've thought about that and they have made a good plan, like it will going to help all of us.
Yes.
Now let's look at this question to say, how does plans not talking to each other directly create traffic? How does plans not talking to each other directly create traffic?
How does
plans not talking to each other directly create traffic?
You know, it creates traffic in the sense that, you know, the town council planning department, their work is to zone lands. So, and MMDCs, their work is to give permits. And the highway authority, their work is to construct roads. So you realize that at the end of the day, these three departments are not working together. They are working parallel to each other. Separately. They are not connecting. So when I go to town council planning, TCPD, for land, I now have to move to the MMDC for permits. Then from there you realize that before even putting down my whatever I want to put down, it will keep long before getting that permit. So at the end of the day, that's when you realize that roads are being dug for pipes to be laid through. No, I've been experiencing these things at my end at Accra Newtown. You realize that at the bank of the road, they are now digging for them to put cables, pipes, wire everything through it. When it happens like that, it destroys the land or the road too as well. So a lot of money will have to go into it to refill that road or that side of the road. So when it happens like that, it causes traffic in the system, because when one is not talking to the other, then it means there is traffic in between these departments, because they are supposed to link. When you go to other countries, at the click of the button, everything drops for you. You don't need to go to other department. One department is in charge of everything, but just that they have different offices, but they are all in one department. So I think Ghana should consider such a way of doing things, so that it will reduce this traffic that happens between this department. Because when I'm going for permits, sometimes you meet a long queue at this MMDC's office, but if they are all in one department or one building or whatever, by different offices, it makes work smoothly, because by the click of the button, your information, everything is just there. Then your permit is being given to you. So I will consider that Ghana should consider this initiative, so that it will reduce this traffic that happens between the agencies or the departments too as well.
So as you say, you can see that they are not talking to each other.
Yes.
And everyone is on his lane. They are all doing what they want. So if you go here to maybe ask for permits, you get a permit, then you have to go and start the work. Then those who are supposed to also look at maybe the land before starting the work, maybe are delaying you, and it continues. The other place too, that you have to maybe take something there, they give it to you, and the other places are delaying you. So you see that you go and come. That is why people, when they are tired, then they turn around and they go and do whatever they. These are the problems that we are seeing today. And as we said, a road, because they are not talking to each other, a road will be constructed, okay? And because they are not talking to each other, later then water will come to also find their way. They have to dig the street and then lay their pipes. But all these things are supposed to be done before the road itself is being tarred. Then everything will be complete. But because they are not talking to each other, that is how it is. So as we said, they've planned this in Kigali, and it succeeds in other places. So if we want to develop the country, if we want to stop the flood and people perishing in flood, people losing their valuables and many things, then the plans should do what? Work. It shouldn't be on paper, but it should work.
And going forward, I would encourage that, our I don't know how to put it, but if maybe landowners before building their shops or whatever can go to the town council planning people to find out if whatever they are about to build, is it right? Because as you are building by the roadside, anything can happen in the future. Because, for instance, if the gutter there it's not that big to contain whatever problem that will come, it will affect the shop that is built there. So before they build their shops, they should make further inquiries about, even though it's their land, but they should make further inquiries, as in like make sure the gutter there it's very big, that as you are building your shop, you don't know what will happen. You have taken your money, but whoever has rented the shop will face that problem that will come after that. So they should make further inquiries to check if the road network, the gutter, everything is okay before they can build their shops by the roadside.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so we'll go in for short commercials. When we come back, we still have more for you. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Children have a very high nutritional demand in relation to their size, and vitamins play an important role in maintaining healthy growth. That is why we at Base Pharmacy Company Limited have introduced Base Vite Kid Drops, a multivitamin drop with 7 essential vitamins, including vitamin A, D, B1, B2, B6, and vitamin C, to aid your child's healthy growth. Base Vite Kid multivitamin drops have been specially formulated to help meet your child's nutritional requirement, helping them to get back to playtime faster. With Base Vite Kid drops from Base Pharmacy Company Limited. For further inquiries of bulk purchase, call Base Pharmacy Company Limited on 0302 672 317 or 0247 287 853.
This advert is FDA approved.
Grade A Academy is all you need. With our neat, spacious, and serene learning environment, we make sure your child is as good as gold. We also engage in lots of extracurricular activities such as excursion, career day celebrations, games, and so much more. Our canteen also serves the best and nutritional meals with your kids well attended to. And we are ready to enroll your ward from nursery, kindergarten, primary to JHS1. Admission is currently ongoing. Locate Grade AIM Academy on the Atamils I Street behind Enterprise Insurance or call us on 0542 426 803. Grade AIM Academy. We say passion and excellence. Are you looking for a media house for your upcoming events? Welcome to Omashi TV Production Crew, a digital station that offers live event coverage such as conferences, parties, corporate meetings, weddings, and live streaming on all social media platforms. Soft copies of events or production can be made available upon request. For further inquiries, call Omashi TV on 0536 772 262 or 0244 425 652. Omashi TV Production. Ajwa Swing Man can mean share.
Hello, lovely viewers. Right back, and this is Fingerprint. We are still talking about Gridlock. So now let's focus on what you are talking about and see the solution. So now, Ben, let's now look at it this way. What's the real cost to Ghanaians and to the economy?
Yeah, the real cost that Ghanaians faced after all this problem is 1, time, 2, money, and 3, lives. No, time has to do with the number of hours that one spends in traffic before getting to work. For instance, let's say I'm living at Kaswa and my work is at Tema. You can imagine the hours that I'm going to spend in traffic before getting to Tema to work. So if I should leave the house at 6 a.m., so what time am I getting to work? I'm getting to work around 9:30 to 10 a.m. when it happens like that, I've lost 2.5 hours already. So it reduces productivity as well. So the effort, the amount of effort that I'm supposed to put in the work reduces, because one, I'm already tired before getting to work. For example, if I don't have my own car and I'm going by our public transport,
the trotro,
the taxis, it means one, I'll be tired because I've already exhausted myself in the car before even getting down, before the traffic that I found myself in before getting to work. So it reduces productivity, and money too is lost, because if I'm supposed to work, let's say for 10 hours, it means I'm going to work for 7 or 8 hours that day. The company has lost money that. Or if the person is self-employed, he or she has lost money. And also lives, it means the traffic or the energy that one is supposed to put in also reduces too as well. So he or she gets tired at the end of the day. So it affects their lives too as well.
Okay, yes, it affects the lives too as well. Yes, it affects the lives. So with this, you remember what there was a time that AD01 was here with us.
Yes.
And he spoke about that. That when they are in their station and maybe they had a call that maybe some house or store or some place has gotten inferno, fire, they have to come with speed so that they can come and quench the fire. But because of this traffic, they will on the siren, but people
will not,
because the traffic is not small, it's jellyfish traffic. And these delays, so at times before they get to the scene, the damage has already been caused.
You know, one thing too is our road networks are not emergency friendly. Because when we were constructing roads,
this place looks like the airport.
This is the Tetekwashi roundabout. So the one on the right leads to the Accra Mall, and the one on the left leads to Medina. So you can see the traffic congestion there. So if, for instance, an ambulance or fire car is coming, where would the car pass before going to quench that fire, or where would the ambulance pass to go and save that life? Our roads are not emergency friendly compared to other countries. Their roads are emergency friendly, whereby when an ambulance or an emergency car is coming, you have a way that you will pass. I think years back, that was the solution that the president brought for the BRT buses, the Ayalolo buses. It's they created a place along the road for
the Ayalolo.
For the Ayalolo buses to be using. But how far did it go? It has collapsed. So as a nation, we need to consider all these things when we are building our road networks. We need to make sure that our roads are emergency friendly, whereby in case of any emergency and the ambulances or the firefighters or the police, whatever, want to use the road, they can use the emergency routes. Then it will lead them to the main road. But if they find themselves in such a situation, then it means lives will be lost. You know, at times when these emergency cars are coming, drivers even don't mind to give them way because they are used to the sound of the siren. Some even say that, oh, it's not any emergency, so they just want to bypass the traffic. That's why they are using the siren. But you may not know because you are not in the car, so you may not know whether it's an emergency or it's not an emergency. But so far as the siren is on, it means there is an emergency. So you need to give them way for them to go so that lives will be saved. So I will plead with our authorities that as we keep moving forward, things keeps changing and things keeps expanding. So our road networks need to be considered. That's why the motorway is being expanded, because now they've realized that we are now more as a nation, 35 million. So now we are more. People are buying cars every day. So our road networks need to be expanded so that it can contain all these problems that come.
Okay. So you can also, you mentioned life, and life is so important. If the life expectancy is just 70, 80.
Yes.
And so the one that you have to cherish it.
Yes.
Now, there is something that also happens when this traffic jam. That is Okada. Because you are going somewhere and you have to be there at this particular time, and the traffic is so jammed. What will you do?
Yeah, that's when people jump on the motorcycle, which we call Okada in our country here. You know, when it happens like that, though it's bad, but it's a form of job for these people, because some of these Okada drivers are reckless. Because when they meet a traffic light, instead of them stopping, they want to go through it.
I think they are fast.
They think they are fast. So before they will realize, a car that its traffic has on green, then it will just hit them. Or let's say if a car should lose its brake, before you realize. You know, I saw a video like that. The national accident, whatever, were showing videos like this. Drivers losing their brake and crashing with motor Okadas. Most of them died on the spot.
Yeah, because your body is
yes.
This thing. You see, in the vehicle, you are in the body inside the car.
You are in the
but
car.
this one, your body is the.
Yeah. So you have nothing to protect you. It's just your body. So that you sustain so many injuries. So I think because our roads are not that expanded, so people tend to use Okada when there is traffic in the system or there is traffic on the road. But it's very bad. It's very bad. I will say for the fact it's very bad. But some way, somehow, it's also job creation for these young guys that want to survive. But most of them should be very cautious when they are on the motor. Most of them are very cautious, especially those who are matured. They are very cautious because they follow the regulation. But some of them, I just don't know what their problem is. They just want to beat every traffic light instead of them stopping. I don't know if it's because the person on the bike is giving them pressure to hurry up. So they want to beat every traffic, but it's very dangerous, and lives also get lost.
It increases accidents.
Yeah, it increases accident because they have a way of, they'll just maneuver themselves through cars, and I mean, as I said earlier, you may not know, a driver will just lose its brake, then bam, hit you, both of you are dead. I mean, it becomes a problem for the government too. Even though it's a problem for your family, it's a problem for the government too. Yeah. The government also thinks about it. So I will plead that when we are building our road networks, we need to consider 15 years time, 20 years time, because we keep growing as a nation. Every day we keep giving birth to as well. So those people to grow and buy cars. So we need to consider all these things before.
Yeah, okay. So we need to consider these things. Then the World Bank also says something about this. The World Bank, they estimated traffic congestion costs African cities billions annually or yearly. And in Ghana, that means less money for schools, hospitals, and jobs.
Yes, because if the traffic keeps increasing, that means there will be less money, there will be less productivity. You, the worker that is going to work, at the end of the day, before getting to work, you are already tired, and your efficiency at work also reduces. So the amount that the government or your company is supposed to get reduces. No, a government worker can get to work around 10 a.m., 12 p.m. I mean, it's very bad. When you ask them, they'll tell you it's traffic. So at the end of the day, productivity gets low. So the nation lose money as well.
Okay, so the nation lose money as well. The authorities should not just hold the position, but they should do the right thing. So now we have to look for solution. So now, Ben, what's the solution? How do we get ahead of growth instead of chasing it?
No, there are so many solutions that as a country we need to consider. One, we need to make sure that no permit is being given before a building or a land is being developed. If, as a nation, if we do our things very right, by let's say 15 or 30 days, an individual or an agency should be able to get his or her permit to develop whatever land that he or she want to develop. But here lies the case. You can use 3 months or almost a year searching for just a permit, but you haven't gotten it. So when it happens like that, these individuals tend to start the building without the permit. That is where you see most of the building, they've written stop work, produce permits. But some of them too, they are very bad. They write it themselves so that it will prevent the authorities from coming to the building. So I think we need to consider these things. We need to make sure that permits are being given before buildings are being or lands are being developed. And also the town council planning department also need to make sure that zones marked for real estate need to be used for real estate. Zones marked for waterways need to be reserved for waterways. For example, as Ramsar sites are not supposed to be sold to whoever is in the country. Ramsar sites are meant for water, heavy waters to be stored there. So the town council planning also, that is their work. They need to make sure that zones are being marked, lands are being marked, so that it will prevent future occurrences. And also the highway authorities, also before roads are being constructed, you need to consider the gutters before. There are so many roads in this country where there are no gutters by the side. So when it happens, like when rain falls, the water stacks on the road and it destroys the roads too as well. No, we live in a country whereby when a road is being constructed by 3 or 6 months, then the road start tearing off, start spoiling. So when there are no gutters by the side of the roads, when rain falls, it destroys the road and it becomes another cost for the government to bear. So the roads and highways authority or the ministry need to consider all these things. When you are building the gutters, to make sure they are heavy gutters that can store enough water, that if in the future, because look at the flood that we just experienced. We never thought we would experience something like this, but because our gutters are not good enough, our road networks are also not good enough,
because they allow people to build at the wrong places.
So this is the problem of the TCPD, the Town Council Planning Department. You are supposed to make sure that people don't build at the wrong places. The places marked for whatever purpose should be used for that purpose. If land have been reserved that no one is supposed to go by this land or go and do whatever project on this land, they should make sure that that land is being reserved for that purpose. No one should go to that land for whatever purpose. So if we should follow these solutions, we will live well in this country. We will not be experiencing any flooding problem or traffic problem or whatever problem. If these solutions are being considered, then we will enjoy this nation called Ghana.
Okay, so you see, there are three things that we talk about concerning this, the solution. You've mentioned them, the integrated planning. That is what you explain, and that is what the authorities, those who are in charge, this is what they have to put their feet on the ground to do, the right thing. They also invest in alternatives that you have also well explained, that they are the technocrats, they know these things, but it shouldn't be on paper.
Yes.
It should be practical.
Yeah.
Then also, let's look at enforcement plus data.
Yeah. You know, one problem that we face here is enforcing of laws, because you and I, we will not go against the law, because we know that if we go against the law, we have no one to come and plead for us. But those in higher places, have they considered such people? They are the ones going against the law. Instead of them paying for whatever offense that they've caused, then they are being left. Such people, if you leave them, they'll keep on committing whatever offense. You and I don't have that money to be able to acquire a land, let's say at the Ramsar site or along the river or places meant for such purposes. But these people have got the money, and they've got it, and they have got the power to as well. So they are the ones committing such offenses. So we need to make sure that such people too, when they commit the offense, they need to be punished, so that it will serve as a deterrent for others to follow. Because when you go outside this country, if you are in a public office and you commit an offense, the punishment given to someone not in office is the same punishment you also face. Last, I read an article. Is it South Korea? Their former first lady has been jailed 7 years. What is the offense? Corruption. So can this be done in Ghana? No, it can't, because you will find someone who plead on her behalf that, oh, let's forget it. But it's bad. The money that is meant to use to develop the country, one person has sat on that money because of to feed her family and whatever. What about we, the people in the country?
We are not humans.
We are not humans. And we keep getting poorer, and they will keep getting richer. So we need to make sure that these laws are being enforced, and we need to have is it articles or whatever that will back these laws, that no matter whoever you are, when you falter, you face the punishment. They are there, but the enforcement.
Yes,
that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's what I said.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Though it's these people who are in higher places that are committing these problems. Because of that, they can be punished.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you've mentioned all of this. So enforcement plus data to see the digital system that has come. Now modernization. The word is like a global village in your palm. So like Kigali, like Addis Ababa, they all use that one way of the data, that is the digital map. So they know if they plot it, all their country, this place, everything is there, and it's good. So that is what they did in Addis Ababa and Kigali. So Ghana should also learn that they have that proper digital map that will help to develop the country. Our time is up, so your last word.
Yeah, so I would want to plead with authorities that as we keep moving forward as a nation, we need to consider so many things when we are developing this nation or when we are developing our local environments. And as usual, as I said earlier, I'm a fashion designer. If you want the best version of you, you can contact Luchu Clothing on 0247 250 345. 0247 250 345, and we'll sort you out.
Okay, so, and that's our time for today. The truth is simple. Is it not simple? It is simple. Traffic is not just about too many cars, it's about too little coordination. If we want cities that work, we must plan roads before houses, make agencies talk to each other, and give people real transport options. Thank you, Benjamin Luchu.
Thank you.
Ebenezer was not able to be here,
Yes.
but we've done it. And I hope the viewers have also learned something. And the authorities will take this to heart and they'll work on it so that the country will develop and the people in will also be happy. Once again, my name is Ne Odaye Kofi. Catch me same time next week. Bye for now.